Thank you very much, mate.
Yes.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to
That's
be
my
here, mate.
impersonation of Chris. We are talking technology, and you've got a whole heap of stuff tonight.
We have got a whole heap of stuff. Unfortunately, it's kind of flavoured COVID-19.
Everything is.
It is a bit. So, look, off the top, I have been seeing some scams and things circulating lately.
Yep.
And it's very important for people to remain calm. That's probably the most important thing. Just
And don't believe
stay
everything
calm.
you read.
Exactly. Don't believe everything you read. Look for trusted sources. So go to the government health website, the World Health Organization, just those trusted sites, and know where to get your trusted information, because misinformation, especially at this time, can actually be very dangerous.
And we know it happens to a lot of great people where they get an email, they believe it's real, and then they find out later it's a scam. And we've all had them addressed personally to us as well.
Exactly, yeah. And look, sharing that information, I know that people mean well when they do this, but it's important to make sure that that information is confirmed.
I was saying to Ben last week, I got an SMS from Channel 9, and it was addressed to me, and it said,
that's right, yeah.
hey, Fred, welcome aboard. You finally made it here to Channel 9, basically welcoming me to Channel 9. And I said to Ben, have a look at this. And it was a hoax.
It was.
And I asked, how did that one, where was the link to Channel 9, or were they just hoping that there would be?
Yeah, in that case, what I think happened is that they actually did some research, really home in on, and so we're going to send some information that really should get them interested and hopefully get them to take the bait. So that's what we call spear phishing.
And it happens a lot, can I just say? I get a lot of those sort of SMS. A lot of the times I'm smart enough to go, oh, no, delete. But when it comes from Channel 9, you think, oh, yeah, maybe it's legit. Now, do you want to take some calls, or do we do that later? We've got a couple of callers wanting to chat
Look, if we've got calls, let's go for it.
All right, let's go to Chris first. Hello, Chris.
G'day, Fred. G'day, Ben. How you going?
G'day, Chris.
Yeah, look, Ben, just a question. Look, my partner's starting work at home tomorrow. The whole company's
Yes.
Departed this morning.
Yep.
So everyone's moved at home with their laptops, and they're not alone.
Chris, your phone is breaking up on us. Do you want to just move into, if you can move to a position? No, it's cracking up still.
Okay, hang on. Is that better?
A little better. Yeah, there we go. I think that might be it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys.
That's right.
Power on.
Yeah, just wondering, the company below them in the CBD in Perth has moved last week, and it's just it's movable. It's just everyone's moving out.
Yep.
All I'm asking basically is, do you think the NBN, do you think our internet during the day is going to handle it? Because I know for a fact that my internet slows down to a whisper.
Yeah.
At Foxtel Netflix time, which usually starts at around when the kids knock off school, and then it really motors on at around 6:30 after dinner.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if everyone's on it at home look, I'm talking serious numbers here, fellas.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I'm just wondering if it's going to just slow everything down during the day. I mean, will they be able to actually operate? I know it's a we've never been in this situation, but
exactly,
this is proof. This could be proof in the pudding whether the NBN was a disaster. I've got a feeling it's just not going to work.
4G's looking good.
Oh, you have little faith. I mean, the government's never steered us wrong so far when it comes to technology, have they?
No.
Where have you been?
Okay, no, your question is actually very valid, and it is going to be one hell of a test for NBN. Because the telcos are stepping up. So I'm not too sure if you've seen or not, but Optus and Telstra have both lifted the data caps on their ADSL and NBN services. So no more worrying about data caps. So you can stream to your heart's content. You can work from home as much as you like, but it is going to come down to the actual bandwidth at what we call the point of presence, or where the NBN connects to the retail service provider, like your Big Pond and Telstra. It's actually going to be very, very interesting. And I think the telcos are going to be sitting down with the NBN and saying, hey, how about tripling the bandwidth for what you guys are normally supplying us so we can cope with demand? So I have a feeling that the NBN could very, very well dial up access just to make sure that everyone gets what they need. Now, that's at the home end. So when we're working from home, we've got that connection going from home to the office. Now, If we're using things like Office 365 or Google Suite or those other cloud services, we're pretty much clear because those cloud services are already built to take that sort of inbound traffic. But if we're dialing into the office back at work, it's got one connection and it's usually an asynchronous connection, which means one way is faster than the other. So it's typically downloading is faster than uploading. And when we're doing things like desktop sharing or remote desktop or that sort of thing, it can tax the link back at the office. So I'd be very interested to see how many businesses are affected by this, because a lot of cases they just say, look, we're going to cater for maybe one or two people. They can come in using the business VPN, remote desktop, fine, we're done. I don't think many have catered for having their entire workforce out of the office and trying to dial in.
Good on you, Chris. Thanks for your call. Now,
that is a better question.
Talking about people working from home, you've got some advice for those people setting up their offices.
Yeah, okay. So it's not so much the workers working from home, but the people who have their businesses and they're running them, setting their businesses up so people can dial in. The temptation is there to use remote desktop services that comes built in with Windows Server and just to open that up to the internet without any other sort of precaution or protection. And this is very, very troublesome because this is a very common attack vector for some particularly nasty ransomware that's taken some scalps last year, namely a lot of the local governments in the United States, where they've got in, they've encrypted all their files, and they've held that municipality for ransom. And we're talking millions of dollars because they know they can pay it. So the last thing a business would want with this on top of it is a ransomware attack as well. So if you are running a business and you're setting up remote desktop services, please consult an IT security specialist, like the guys at Red Piranha that I've been partnering with lately. They're across it. I've been doing this for years as well. So please contact a professional who knows what they're doing when it comes to making things available over the internet from your office safely.
Thank you, Ben. We're going to take a quick break, talking tech with Ben Aylett. If you'd like to ask Ben a question, we do welcome your calls. 922 11 882. It can be on anything to do with technology as well. Scams, anything at all that's on your mind, anything you want some advice with, give us a call. 922 11 882. Back after this.
6PR and 9 News, keeping you up to date on the coronavirus pandemic.
The Director General of the Department of Health is David Russell-Weiss.
And how it's affecting life here in Perth.
We have got capacity in the system. I'll give you an example. There are 2 wards at Royal Perth Hospital that are not used at the moment that we are getting ready for use.
Stay tuned to 882 6PR.
You can't deliver to every supermarket every day of the week. You've got 2 or 3 designated delivery days, and those are your delivery days.
Right, so the pallets come off the truck on Tuesday and Thursday and that's it?
Absolutely.
And watch 9 News nightly at 6.
Hi, I'm Eric, owner of Hetherington Funerals. Remember you said that you'd never be caught dead in that dress? Pre-planning today can be your way of making sure you don't. Investing in a funeral bond not only gives you the security of having the funds ready, it also allows you to make as many or as few of the decisions about your funeral that you want. Music, flowers, readings, you can choose it all. Search Hetherington Funerals and let us help you pre-plan a funeral that is tailored completely to who you are.
Looking for a stress-free way to sell your car? See Galleria Toyota in Morley. All you need is your driver's licence, car rego and a finance payout figure, and they'll buy your car that same day. It's easy. Visit Galleria Toyota. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota. DL 12202.
Get cashed up when you clean up at Metal West Recycling. It's time to scrap all that metal that's just sitting in your workshops making the place look untidy. You know the stuff: aluminium, copper, brass, lead, stainless. The old car at the back of the shed. The one you swear you're going to fix up, but we all know you won't. It's all worth cash in the hand at Metal West Recycling. Heck, if it's a big enough load, they'll even come and pick it up. Conditions apply. Head online to metalwestrecycling.com.au.
I need you to give blood. Like warm socks from the dryer depend on it. Like Saturday sleep-ins depend on it. Like belly laughs depend on it. Like life depends on it. In Australia, a new blood donor is needed every 5 minutes, and they're needed to save lives like mine. So please, Give blood like life depends on it. Search Give Blood to book a donation with Australian Red Cross Lifeblood today.
Until midnight on 6PR, this is Perth Tonight.
24 minutes to 9. We're talking to Ben Aylett about technology. Thank you very much, Ben. Welcome back.
Absolute pleasure.
Now, what are we talking about next? Because I know we've got Kevin. Would you like to talk to Kevin first?
Yeah, come on in, Kevin.
Let's talk to Kevin. G'day, Kevin.
Ben, I tried to get on to you this afternoon, but I couldn't get through.
Right.
Now, I've got a Hyundai i35.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I'm driving along, I'm getting interference with the radio.
Oh, okay. And
now the radio drops out. The signal drops out of the radio.
Yep. Okay. And does this happen in a certain...
come up with any suggestions?
Yes. Does this happen in a certain area where you're driving?
No.
Okay.
It happens where I live, which is Rossmine.
You're right. Okay.
It happens in where Mum is, in Bentley.
Yep.
And it also happens driving along the freeway, coming home of a night time.
All right.
Long South Perth there.
Yeah, and this is listening to 6PR, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
How old's your car, Kevin? Just a quick question.
If it's an i30...
How many? 2015.
2015.
Okay.
2015.
I'll tell you why. My car is a 2017 and I just got a new radio. The Hyundai warrant them for 3 years. Yours is just out of warranty.
Oh.
And I would take it into a Hyundai dealer first and get them to have a look at it because it could just be a faulty radio like mine was. Mine was dropping out. Mine was actually turning off. After a minute, it would stay on and then turn off. And I took it to Hyundai at Morley, my dealer, and they basically said it's faulty. They took it out because I thought it was a cable or something.
Yeah.
And they put in a new one. It's worth about $5,000 or something.
Whoa!
Have you gone back to Hyundai at all?
I have.
Yep.
So the issue is they'll want the car for virtually the whole day.
Yep.
And I need transport.
You can actually get from Hyundai, only because I'm a Hyundai person, you can actually get a loan car from them. What you need to do, Kevin, unfortunately we probably can't help you with that. I mean, unfortunately car dealers are not something we deal with, but it is a warranty issue or a repair issue.
Yes.
Unless you can think of something else that would be causing it, Ben.
Well, look, it sounds like it is actually to do with the car radio, whether it is a wonky antenna connection or a wonky power connection. One of those two things, it's something that really needs to be looked at by the dealer.
Good on you, Kevin. Good luck. Let us know how you go with the dealer. And we've got James at Inaloo as well. Did you want to ask Ben a question, James?
Yeah, I was just actually going to say about the last caller. Great chance for you guys to spruik the 6PR app because I never use the car radio. I use Bluetooth, and the i30 would have Bluetooth.
That's right. Yeah. So all Kevin would have to do would be to get his smartphone paired with his the Bluetooth
in the car,
unit in the car, and then stream it using the 6PR app.
And good on you, James. And it actually sounds beautiful.
Who's on the ball? James is.
Good on you, James.
Well done, mate.
Thank you. There you go, eh? I actually do that in my car.
I completely.
As soon as I get into my car, it automatically links because I've had it on before.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. If you haven't heard, the app sounds like an FM station. It actually, everything sounds better.
Yeah, you're right. It actually is heaps clearer. It's really nice to listen to. I wouldn't know because I'm listening to geeky podcasts all the time.
Oh, you don't listen to 6PR 24 hours?
Well, look, I'd love to, but I've got so much technology news to keep on top of. Unfortunately, I've got to sleep.
What else has been happening? Because we were talking about scams before. We know scams are a big thing at the moment.
Yeah. The scams have been happening, but of course we're seeing people shut down and events are being cancelled. Now, speaking of which, I've actually got an event coming up with the guys at Red Piranha. So we've got the Crystal Eye Partner Briefing and Networking event, which was going to be at the Dolphin Discovery Centre in Bunbury, and this is on Thursday, the 2nd of April, 2020, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It is now an online event. So no need to put anyone at risk. We've shut down that event and it's now going completely online. So there's that. That's my little bit of personal news. And, of course, if anyone's interested in finding out more about technology news, what I do, you can also go to the benaylett.com website.
And I thought we were talking about scams and fake news. Let me read this one. There is at least one fake email and text doing the rounds at the moment.
Right.
There will be there'll be an announcement tonight about the government initiated lockdown due to come into effect tomorrow. Now, that is a scam.
That is a scam.
That is a scam.
Very important. That is a scam.
Okay. Do not be alarmed. We say to all our listeners, do not be alarmed.
Yep.
This has been confirmed as fake. Please dismiss it. If you come across it in any way, stay tuned to 6PR. We'll bring you up to date with updates from to do with the coronavirus pandemic.
Pandemic, yes.
Is that how do you say it? Pandemic?
Pandemic.
There you go, pandemic. Now, obviously, this is hitting the rounds. I don't know why people do this, but you were saying to me, obviously, it's their business. It's the way they make their money. But this email that went out around the traps, and we had it here, it is a fake email. We're repeating again. It's to do with the lockdown, to do with the coronavirus. There is an announcement made by the government. It basically says initiated due to come into effect tomorrow. It is not happening. It is fake. Do not be alarmed. Do not be worried. And I'm sure we'll have more in the 9 o'clock news. I think Chelsea will be covering it as well. I see Chelsea outside. I don't know if she's coming in, but that's okay.
But always listen to a trusted source.
Chelsea. I only listen to Chelsea, our newsreader, because she knows everything that's happening and she checks it with me. She says, Fred, do you think this is... And I said, yes, Chelsea.
Sounds
I'm on
good.
your side. So listen in at 9 o'clock. There'll be an update and don't be fooled by these fake emails. And if you're ever in doubt, ring us up, ring 6PR. If you don't know who to ring 6PR and ask us. We're bound to have heard about it.
Absolutely. And if you can't find any other answers and you're trying to find out if something's true or not online, I've got one website that I go to all the time. It's called Snopes.com. That's SNOPES.com. And that is a fantastic myth-busting website.
All right, Ben, we're going to take another break here on Perth Tonight. Come back and talk to Ben. 92211 882. We'd love your questions. Anything you want to add? Any questions on different things?
Look, if anyone let's try again.
It's one of those nights.
If anyone wants to ask a question, just please call in 92211 882. Love to take your calls.
Back after this.
Want to tap into some quick cash? It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Listen to Breakfast with Millsy and Bass between 8 and 9, and Mornings with Gareth Parker between 9 and 10 for the clues. Get them right, and $100 is yours. Plus, you go in the draw for the major prize of $5,000. 6PR's 3, 2, 1. The easy way to win cash.
Easiest 1, 2, 3.
Thanks to the Tap Doctor for everything plumbing and everything gas. 882 6PR.
The new Ram 1500 Express Crew Cab has a powerful V8 Hemi and tows up to 4.5 tonne. And with class-leading cab space, it's unrivaled in every way. Find out more at ramtrucks.com.au.
This year, Ray White celebrates 25 years in WA. Hi, I'm Mark Whiteman, CEO of the Ray White Group, where we remain committed to providing the best service and results as WA's #1 real estate group. Find your nearest agent at raywhite.com.
Wondering what to cook for dinner? Let Torrey Butchers look after you. First-class, friendly and professional customer service, regardless of your budget. There's nothing more important than family and friends, so let the team help you decide on a wholesome nutritional meal for you. There is only one Torrey Butchers, open from 6 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday, and Saturdays from 4 a.m. until 1 p.m. Torrey Butchers, 41 Lake Street, Northbridge.
Artists Unite for Firefight, the album. Relive the concert that captured the nation. Featuring unforgettable live performances from every artist. All proceeds raised will be donated to Sony Foundation Australia to support young Australians in bushfire-affected communities. Together, through the power of music, we can make a difference as our artists unite for Firefight.
Oh, so hard to think in this place. Yeah, watch out, mate. There's just not enough space on the workshop floor.
Sorry to interrupt, but if you've outgrown your workplace, talk to Maple Building.
Huh?
Your tilt-up panel specialist, Maple Building are a team of commercial and industrial design and construction experts who can take on your entire build from start to finish.
How can I contact them? Like now?
Simply visit mapel.com.au. BC 10621.
Viruses like flu and coronavirus
spread when tiny droplets from coughs and sneezes land on surfaces that others touch. You can help reduce this risk by coughing or sneezing into your elbow or upper arm. Or use a tissue and put the tissue in the bin straight after. Then wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Together, we can help stop the spread and stay healthy. Visit health.gov.au to learn more. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
This is Perth Tonight on 882 6PR.
Welcome back to Perth Tonight, 14 minutes to 9.
Yep.
It is 19 degrees, 2 in the city. Back to you, Ben.
Okay, let's see. Scroll through the news. Hey, the Apple Store Apple says it's going to be reopening its branded stores in China. So, I mean, that's good news.
It is good news because they shut all their stores down, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they sure did.
Isn't it funny that China is where it all started and now they're the only ones virtually trying to get back to work?
Well, yeah, they've weathered the storm. So it just shows that there is a way out of this and, we will survive. We'll try.
Good on them. That's what I say.
So there we go. There is a positive spin on that. We've also got Volkswagen have announced, they've hinted that they are going to be launching their ID3 electric vehicle platform. And apparently it's going to be cheaper than the petrol and diesel versions. So we're finally going to be seeing an electric car cheaper than the fossil fuel.
It's about
counterparts.
time. That will be a great achievement because I know that's what's stopping a lot of people looking at electric cars.
Yeah. Now, the best thing about electric cars, you only have to have the tyres replaced, the brakes replaced, and the windscreen wipers replaced. Typically, they don't need scheduled service.
That's what I've heard. Now, we've got John in Bassendean that would like to ask you a question. Hello, John.
Yes.
Good evening, gentlemen. Fred, Ben. Ben, a couple of weeks ago, those lightning storms we had.
Oh, yeah.
Blew out my Telstra modem.
Oh, boy.
And in the process of getting a new modem, the cost, they were like asking for hundreds of dollars to replace the modem.
Okay.
So I actually changed over telcos and went to IiNet.
Yep.
Now, service is good, but not as good as the service I received from Telstra.
Yes.
But my question is, Ben, is there a generic brand of modem you can get that if you want to chop and change from telcos, because everybody seems to want to sell you their modem.
Yep.
Can you buy a generic brand of modem, and does it take much if you do chop and change to have that generic brand of modem?
Look, it doesn't take much at all. You can go to your big box retailer and you can go and pick up a router or a modem router, depending on what you need, and it will work with any ISP. So there's really no hard and fast rule that if you're with Telstra, you've got to have a Telstra modem. No, you can have any modem you like as long as it's compatible. And when I say compatible, it's actually pretty broad strokes when I say compatible. As long as it is NBN compatible, you should be great. Are you on NBN or ADSL?
NBN, and the fact is that, I used to be loyal. I mean, I was with Telstra for over 25 years.
Oh,
but
good on you.
Having a lot of problems with them.
Yep.
Like gas companies, electric companies, I don't have any loyalty now anymore.
Yeah.
Because everyone just seems to. So I'm thinking, well, if I can get the generic brand, then I can chop and change whenever the field takes me.
Yeah, now you've got to pick the right brand as well. So there are some brands that I prefer to others. The ones that I prefer are Netgear. Netgear is one of the better brands that I actually quite enjoy using.
Okay.
Let's see, Belkin are not too bad either. So Netgear, Belkin, and Asus. So that's ASUS. They all make very decent modems, and I usually set the budget of around about $200.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Good on you, John. Thank you.
Luck with it.
Now, talking about modems, Ben, there's a lot of... The other night I was listening to the overnight program in Sydney, and you say, why were you doing that? But I was switched on to it anyway. Yeah. There are a lot of calls because, the NBN runs the phone numbers now, as in the home phones.
Right.
And when the NBN's down, those phones don't work because it's all run like a VoIP call, I guess. But there's a new service for pensioners because, a lot of pensioners don't like mobile phones.
Right.
What they've done, they've invented a phone that you can actually put a SIM card into it. So you can get an amazing SIM, for example, for $10 a month, and gives you unlimited local calls. Right? You stick that SIM in, plug it into the power socket, and it works. It looks like a normal phone, and it saves people paying the monthly fee with Telstra and everything else.
Okay.
And you can actually use it like a normal home phone. $59 for the whole thing.
That's brilliant. So that
know if you've
basically,
heard.
I haven't heard of them, but when you think about it, I mean, why not?
Exactly.
They're just taking something like an old Nokia phone, whacking a SIM in it, and then wrapping it in a big old, the
old-fashioned phone.
I'd love to see that in the old black bakelite.
And do you know what a lot of people are picking up? Because a lot of pensioners don't like mobile phones. They like the whole look of the old, the hand phone where they pick
It's
up.
what you used to.
Yeah, exactly. So you can do it. You can do it. You can buy it from Australia Post's phone. I think it's about $59. They had it on
check
special.
that out. That sounds really cool.
It might be good, something to bring up maybe next week as well if you can, because a lot of people love their home phones, but they don't like paying $150 every 3 months.
I wonder if I could put a battery on it and carry it around with me.
I wonder. It probably would work. It'd look quite weird, but
that'd look awesome.
I think
Just
so.
wandering around the park with the old phone in one hand and the handpiece up against the head in the other.
Time to take another break here on Perth, and a lot of commercials tonight. Ben, we'll come back and wrap up after this.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Woolworths in Kalamunda for the early opening, the dedicated shopping hour for the elderly and people with a disability. 400 people waiting outside just before 7 o'clock.
With Steve Mills and Basil Zemplis.
I went to Southland Shopping Centre in Willerton, and there would have been a couple of hundred people there as well, easily.
Everything's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My house is empty.
Breakfast with Steve Mills and Basil Zemplis. Tomorrow morning from 5 on 882 6PR. Or catch up now at 6pr.com.au.
Hi, Nadim here from Precision Build WA. We're a family-run business. We specialise in all renovations, including second-story additions, extensions and heritage restorations. At Precision Build WA, I will work directly with you from concept to completion so your project is done right the first time.
Check out our work and see what's going on behind the scenes at Precision Build WA on Facebook and Instagram, or precisionbuildwa.com.au. BR 100997.
If you're in demolition, earthworks or waste management and want a central place for tipping your waste, head to M8 Sustainable, Calvin Road, Maddington. M8's yard is within 20 kilometres of the city and accessible from Rowan Tonkin highways. No more trips to the tip, so you save time and money. They recycle what you dump and make it into products which can be used. M8 is your mate in waste management. Calvin Road, Maddington. See m8sustainable.com.au. Harnessing the power in waste.
Hi, it's Scott Ingram from Helium Marketing. Do you struggle to keep on top of your monthly marketing activities? Imagine what you could achieve with access to a team of designers and content writers who know and understand your business. Helium's Rent a Marketing Manager service allows you to outsource your marketing for a fraction of the cost of hiring an extra staff member. Plus, you can mix and match your services as the needs of your business change. Put Helium's local, on-the-ground team to work now. Call 1-800-HELIUM. That's 1-800-HELIUM.
City Toyota.
Now it's even easier to get a drive-away deal at City Toyota with new online order and collect. Buy your new Toyota online in 10 minutes with personalised assistance, easy hassle-free checkout and all the latest offers at your fingertips. Order and collect your brand new Toyota online now at citytoyota.net.au.
City Toyota. We're your number one.
Deal 12195.
Get RAC Life Insurance and be rewarded with discounted movie tickets. That's the power of membership. Visit rac.com.au/life. RAC Life Insurance. For the better. Issued by AIA Australia. Check the PDS. Member benefit T's and C's apply.
The Red Hot Vitamin Sale is now on at Terry White Chemmart with selected big brand vitamins like Blackmore's, Ethical Nutrients and Nature's Own now half price. High prices and trusted advice. Now that's real chemistry at Terry White Chemmart. Hurry, ends March 24th based on supplier RRP. See in store for T's and C's.
This is where Perth talks at night on Perth Tonight.
It certainly is. So we're talking to Ben Aylett, but just before we go to Ben, just recapping some information that we got here at 6PR. There is at least one fake email and a text, if that, doing the rounds at the moment, stating that there is an announcement tonight going to be made by the government initiating a lockdown due to come into effect tomorrow. Do not be alarmed. This has been confirmed as fake. Please dismiss it And if you come across it, stay tuned to 6PR for any updates on the coronavirus pandemic. Thank you very much. I thought I'd bring that up today, and we'll have more in our news at 9 o'clock as well. Ben.
Of course, yes. Alrighty, now we'll wrap up with a coronavirus story. I know you're tired of it, but in this case, there's actually something we can do. Now, there's a program called Folding at Home, and I mean it's partly a software program, but also it's a program of people doing things together. Folding at Home is a way that people can donate spare processor cycles or spare computing power to power simulations that will find out ways that protein folds. So they've looked at things like breast cancer, kidney cancer, Alzheimer's, and now they're turning that distributed computing power to coronavirus and finding out how the coronavirus folds its protein. If they can work out how the protein folds, they can find a vaccine for it.
Cure.
A cure.
I noticed on the news tonight on 9 News, they were talking about this cure that's been trialled.
Yep.
And they tried it on the first patient already. But what got me was they were talking about they need a lot of finances and money to make this happen.
True.
And I've got to be a little bit dumb here, but I'm thinking they're talking about a cure for the coronavirus. How could there be a problem getting the money?
I have
Go figure
no
that
idea.
out.
Yeah,
Wouldn't the Australian government just say, hey, take us whatever you need, we'll have the cure and we want it to happen? You'd think there wouldn't be an issue with money, would there?
You'd think. But yeah, I think everyone's got the jitters about like the stock market and all that sort of stuff and all shutdowns, and
it's crazy times. I think
it's crazy times, and there's a lot of uncertainty. But we've really just got to remember that we can pull through this.
Yep.
Our grandparents have probably been through stuff. I mean, like World War II, Great Depression. We've been through it.
Yep.
We can do it again.
And I also think the people who are alarmed about concerts being cancelled and events being cancelled, don't be alarmed. There's more important things at the moment. Coronavirus is one of the worst viruses that we've ever had to live through. It's the first one I've had to live through.
Oh yeah.
And for me, it's a big deal. I'm not alarmed or threatened or upset or anything at all to do with the toilet paper running out or the concerts being cancelled or even not being able to travel.
Yes.
I think it's just something that we have to put up with this year. We don't know how long it's going to go for. Just work with everybody.
That's right.
Be nice to everybody. Look after everybody.
Yep.
And we'll all get through it.
Yeah. And on the other side of this, man, are we going to party? It's going to feel so good on the other side.
I do agree with you. Now, how can people get in touch with you, Ben, if they want more information?
Well, people can contact me simply by going to benaylett.com. All of my contact details are there. You can also contact me on the phone during business hours, please. 0419 965 196. And, of course, you can send in emails for the show to mailbag@benaylett.com.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Ben.
Always a pleasure.
We've got the front page of the West Australian here before the news, and it says, your say on the virus. 71% don't want schools to shut down. 74% want borders shut down now. And 1 in 6 people have a panic brought on by toilet paper. Interesting times, eh? And that is the front page of the West Australian tomorrow.
There you go. That's what's making news.
Well done. Well, thanks very much, Ben. Now, you were saying about that speaking circuit that you were doing is not happening?
That's right. It's not happening live in person, but it is happening as a webinar, and it's also opening up to all managed service providers and small businesses.
And where can people see it?
They can find out more by going to redpiranha.net/events.
9 News is next with Chelsea, and we'll be back with another guest after this.
6PR News is next.
For a wealth of business and finance news, plus advice from some of Australia's leading experts, click on the Money page at 6pr.com.au.
On air, online. News Talk 6PR. Perth's 882 6PR.
It's 19 degrees, 9 News at 9 o'clock. Good evening, I'm Chelsea Stone. The federal government is urging all Australians abroad to return home as soon as possible as coronavirus continues to spread. DFAT has issued advice warning travellers they might not be able to return as more countries close their borders. Australians